Hey guys, how's it going today? BOJoeKO here, and we are back with our NHL 15 Be a Pro series following Rick DiPietro and the New York Islanders. So, last game was pretty fun. Not really, but those animations are starting to kill us every game. I have game after game after game, every game we play. It just seems like it's just more and more bullshit, but we might have found a way around it. Flopfish actually suggested a thing that I can turn off in my settings of my controller to actually possibly fix the weird goaltender animation system. So I turned that off. I still left on the automated goaltender cover-up, so if the puck is really close to me, the goaltender will still automatically try to go for the cover-up every now and then. So I left that on, but I turned off the weird animation thing off, and we'll see if that plays any difference into our gameplay whatsoever. So, after that game against the Bruins, we lost both of them against the Red Wings and the Panthers. And now we have this game up here in Philadelphia against the Flyers. So this one should be great. Honestly, this one I think is a game we could win. If we've been still playing with all of our settings, keeping the pressure up on our offense and our defense, on our offense to start the game, and then if we drop them back down to defend the lead, they might play a lot more defensively for us. But with the defense that Philly has, you know, putting a lot of pressure on these guys might actually be what we can do to probably win this game against the Flyers. So we'll have to see here what we can do. Just pressure the defense early, and you know, I think we might have a pretty good chance to win this game. All right, I'm actually going to skip ahead for this episode because I want to get started right away. So I believe Mason's in net. There's no excuse why Mason probably wouldn't be starting in net. So I'm just gonna assume that he is starting in net. And whoops, blue to blue, and stay wide. Yep, Mason is in the net, so that's fine. Didn't want to show you his stats, but that's alright. Alright, so the Flyers are 8-2 in their last 10 games, so that's actually not that bad for them. They're doing pretty well. Alright, here's Okposo, dished in front, tried to go for Tavares on the cross crease. Conacher tried to go back, but Umberger will take it off, and here is Matt Reed. Matt Reed tried to go cutting into the middle of the ice, but taken away by DeHaan and Conacher. Here's Okposo. Okposo taken off the puck, though, by Streit. Umberger off to the wing to Shen. Back to Umberger. Tip, though. DeHaan still has it. Back to Okposo. Clean look. Ooh, tried to go glove side, but robbed by Steve Mason. Stone cold, baby. All right, second line out. Grabowski with the face-off win on Giroux, but Simmons will control the puck. Coburn over to Voracek. All right, here's Jake. Jake with a nice little deke, though, but Grabner takes it off him. DeHaan outs it over to Kuhlman. Kuhlman. Oh, right in front. Ooh, Grabowski tried for a low shot, but blocked away, though, by Steve Mason. That was a clean look. He had plenty of room to work there. Here's Voracek. Out to Giroux. And, all right, we had the net block there, so if Giroux was going to do something, he didn't have much room to work with. All right, Cooley gets out to Grabner. Nice little pass up to Hamonic, and somebody is well offsides. Period going by quick. All right, 12, almost halfway through the period already. Gagliardi wins the faceoff, but Conacher takes it right back off him. Here's Okposo. Tavares, Okposo tries for a quick shot, blocked away though by Mason. And Okposo turns it over, but they get it right back. Hickey takes it in, but goes offsides. A lot of offsides early on in this game. All right, Shen with the face-off win on Tavares. Straight over to Reed. Up the middle to Braden Shen. Shen. Yeah, so that probably should have been a goal for the Flyers because Tavares, you know, his stick was literally in the net there, but, you know, ref didn't see it, so we're all good. We did make the pretty shoddy save, though. Umberger's going to dump it in off the wall to himself. And off the outside of the post, because apparently I wasn't hugging it all the way. 2 shots already, and we almost pretty much could have led in 2 goals. I have a feeling this is going to be a great game. Oh, wow. That was a nice pass from Clutterbuck Nielsen. Back to the point to Brennan. Shot. Glove save, though, by Steve Mason. That was a nice pass from Clutterbuck to Nielsen. He had him wide open for a tap-in on the back door of the net, but he couldn't get all of it. And Mason did make the diving desperation save, but Brendan threw a couple of players too. Threw a screen. Matt Reed tried to actually block it. Threw a screen, but Steve Mason makes the glove save. All right, let's see here. All right, Couturier is going to win the faceoff. Bolton, though, takes it. Here's the fourth line again. Matt Martin misses it. Brock Nelson misses it. My bad. All right, taken away, though, by Matt Martin. Nice. Matt Martin up the wing, shielding it from Coburn. Matt Martin taken to the boards by Coburn. Looking to move the puck. Andy McDonald taken by Martin again. Back to the front. Oh, man, Mason just got a piece of that. Eric Bolton put a little bit too much center in the net. You know, if he could have put it off to the side, off to the corner, that probably would have been a goal. But shot it kind of directly at him. He just puts up the blocker, makes the save. All right, nice one there for Grabowski. Verzhnovsky, back to Grabner. Shot blocked away, though, by Mason again. Kuhlman, out in front, poke checked away, though, by Mason. Teaming in over to Gordon. Here's Andrew Gordon. Going over to Delinder. Oh, God. Man, I'm out of position like hell today. I don't know what's wrong with myself. I think it might be my controller's a little bit screwed up. Zach Ronaldo taking a shot. I don't think so, Zach. No way you're sniping a goal on me. That's just embarrassing if you were to score. All right, Kuhlman. Just getting shocked by these weird names. I'm not used to seeing those guys play for the team, like Gordon and Delinder. All right, round the back of the net, Grabowski. Back around again for Grabner. Dying seconds here. Tried to dish it down low to Linder, though. Is going to take it. Here's Andrew Gordon. 3, 2, 1. Shot. And gloved it by DiPietro. And that'll do it for the period here in the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. So the Islanders' forecheck did go to pretty good work there. 7-4 on the shots. They're definitely outplaying them. Another shutout period for us. So, playing pretty well. Actually, we're not playing well at all. We've had 4 saves, but honestly, they have been 4 shoddy saves to start.
20 minutes in the books, 20 minutes ahead. Edzo, what did you think of the first? New York's offensive game was relentless.
All right, got to win some more of those faceoffs, though, Tavares. Let's go. There you go. Good win. All right, Tavares with the faceoff win. Gets it back to him. Passed it over Doc Pozo. Back to Johnny T. Out in front, Doc Pozo once again, but blocked away, though, by the defense and forecheck. Pretty much everybody blocked that. All right, here's Claude. Claude, what are you doing with it? Oh, God. That was a nice deke. Nice play, though, by Hamonic. All right, Conacher. Back to Okposo. Tries to deke himself. Okposo. Back to the point, though, but taken away, though, by Giroux. Here's Simmons. He's going to wait for somebody. I know he's not going to take the shot. There you go. Nice back check, though, by Kyle Okposo. One of the only few things they've ever done good on this team. Conacher working around, gets by McDonald, and okay, and back to his good old self where he just passes it into the middle of the ice where there's nobody there. Here's Giroux, and net goes off. Net came off. Giroux's just dangle city over here. All right, Shen, straight. Oh, man, I hate those passes, man. The worst things I hate in this game is those passes, like those saucer passes right in front to another player. And then they could either take it short side or far side. I hate them. All right, Grabner still has it. Tried to go for a shot. Luke Shen takes the puck off, though, off to his brother. Here's Braden. Oh, Braden with a nice move. Blocked away, though, by DiPietro. Matt Reed couldn't get the rebound. Grabowski over to Dahan. Up to Grabner. All right, Grabner. Nice little deke at the blue line. Shot, though, by Kuhlman. Saved by Mason. Shen dishes it back over to Grabner. In front, Grabowski had the stick knocked out of his hands. Umberger over to Reed. Back over to Shen. Over to Braden Shen. Here's a deke by Braden Shen. Back over to Reed. Reed would have cut in the middle, though, by taken away by a nice play there by Clutterbuck. Gets up the wing to Skilly. Cuts across the blue line. He's got a clean look for a shot there. Yeah, as I was going to say. Oh, rebound. Mason couldn't get all of that. Nice. Gets the post, though. Skilly. And, oh, man, Clutterbuck. Cross crease. Didn't get all of it. Franz Nielsen gets killed by Mark Streit. Straight over to Umberger. RJ Umberger over to Couturier. Oh, there you go. Got there for the save. There we go. Got there for the save. Once again, Coots trying to bone me there. Those stupid plays. All right, here's Raffle. Gagliardi, low shot. Oh, tried to knock it down. Raffle taken off by Skilly. Nielsen Over to Clutterbuck. All right, Cal, get this in. Back to the point to Tavares. Tried for a toe drag, though, but couldn't get it. Here's Grossman. Wraps it around the back. Teaming couldn't grab it. Conacher out in front to Tavares, but a big another pad save there from Steve Mason. Michael Raffle over to TJ Gagliardi. All right, here's Gagliardi. Cuts. Nice cut. Teaming in. Couturier tries for a low shot again, but blocked away, though, by DiPietro. Conacher, and he's going to get this out. Tavares. Over to Okposo. Back over to Conacher. Back to Okposo. Back to Conacher again. Back to Okposo. In front to Tavares. Big shot, though, but blocked away from the pads by Steve Mason again. All right, Raffle up to Giroux. Over to Gagliardi. Taken away. Oh, man. Good poke check there. Good poke check by Karkner. And a nice little play there to get it out. Okay. Forward check around the back of the net. Gagliardi. Front to Giroux. Blocked in front. Oh, blocked it and got the star save. I do not feel confident in this game at all. There's something about my play right now that I don't know. I do not feel confident in this play right now. I feel like I'm moving around all over the place, and you know, it just feels weird. I feel like I'm all over the place. All right, but I mean, it's still a 0-0 game so far, so we're doing a good job. The Islanders need to step up here. We need to get some offense rolling. Guys need to get a goal. All right, Coburn. Here's Ronaldo. They got the fourth line out. And second period's almost over here. And Ronaldo, Andrew Gordon again. And glove save. Dish that out. That was going wide than that anyway. Glove, though, by DiPietro. And that'll do it for two periods. It is a 0-0 game here in Philadelphia. Both teams kind of struggling to score some goals. I mean, kind of good chances on both sides of the ice for both teams, but you know, it doesn't look like any of them can capitalize on their opportunities. 11 shots to 10. Islanders are still being on time and attack. Our passing percentage is terrible. 6-4 on faceoffs. No penalties throughout the game so far, so it's a clean game. Just one of these teams needs to capitalize on their opportunities. Let's see what happens. Going down to the third period here. Maybe we might have to up the pressure a good bit here. I'm not going to go for a full forecheck. We're gonna press though. All right, Simmons around the back, and Dahan tries to dish it out though. Voracek back over to McDonald. Coburn. Oh, tipped in front. Up, Simmons. Blocked away there. There you go. Way to stay with the play, DiPietro. Okay, he gets it back though. Coburn. McDonald blocked away though. DiPietro, nice block, and Tavares will get that out. Nice play. All right, stayed composed there. We stayed composed pretty well there. Nice job getting the puck out. Here's Okposo. Oh, man, nice little shot there from Tavares. Gloved by Steve Mason. Made a couple little nice saves there. A couple nice saves. All right, another loss there for Tavares. Schen's beating him on the faceoffs today. Umberger up to Schenn. Braden. Cover him. There you go. Blocked away, though. Cover it, puck. There you go. I'm holding that. Right, Couturier with the win. Here's Tiemann in. And he got the rebound shot there. I will hold on to that once again. I don't think so, Gagliardi. Johnny T putting up 23 minutes of ice time already. And Couturier with the win again. Teaming in. Back to the point to Grossman. Oh, man, that got weird. And trapped underneath of me. DiPietro makes another save. It's defensive zone faceoffs right now. All right, Ronaldo gets the win. Donald over to Coburn. Get out. Andy's going to keep that in. And hold it. Butterfly. There you go. All right, Grabowski gets it out. Nicely done. Nicely done, keeping ourselves composed there in that little flurry there, but we stay composed. Oh, man, Steve Mason, a dangerous dish out there. McDonald does get it, and here's Andrew Gordon. Wraps it around the back. To Linder. Oh, man, got a pad save on that. Grabowski, get that out. There you go. Whew. We actually did make the glove save on that cross-crease play. That was a big save there from DiPietro. Kuhlman trying to work it there. Dished out in front. Oh, man. Just on the outside of the net, another cross crease. Tavares being abused there from Coburn. Gordon's going to get this out over to Umberger. All right, here's Braden Shen. Oh, tried to dish back to Umberger. He had a clean look in the slot. And nice. Oh, man. Ooh, man, just wide than that. Wisnowski with a terrible turnover there. Here's Umberger again. Matt Reed. Back to the point. Deflection, I think. And another glove save there from DiPietro. And the Islanders do get it out once again. All right, Corey Conacher across the blue line. Shot low. Rebound. Oh, lay it on him. Somebody's going to take the fight. Oh, man, the puck was just almost trickling into that. And Tavares is apparently going to fight Braden Coburn here. Yeah, kick his ass in his stupid big nose. Hey, Stevie, you want to go, bud? Let's see if Mason wants to go. Steve Mason, do you want to go? No, Stevie doesn't want to go. And, okay, Coburn lost. Coburn won. Johnny T lost. That's not good. Tavares shouldn't be taking fights. He's a first-line center. I don't know why the hell he's taking fights. Doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, look at the board shaking. 4 out of 11 on the faceoffs. Yeah, we were sucking up the faceoffs here this day. In this game. Another win there. Giroux. Another win. McDonald out to Voracek. Here's Jake. Cuts into the wing. I think that's going to go out of play. Nah, gets deflected though. Conacher. Get the out, Corey. There you go. Hamonic. Hamonic's going to carry in himself. There you go, Travis. There you go, Travis. Travis Hamonic. Oh, man. Tried to dish it out in front to a cutting Corey Conacher. But missed the puck. All right, here's Giroux. Simmons, oh wow, nice turn base and blocked out in front, covered by DiPietro. Dish it out to the left over to right to DeHaan. And Franz Nielsen, back to Hamonic, and there you go. Nice play. All right, Jack Skilly, Clutterbuck, shot well wide. Got deflection. Oh, nice forecheck there by Skilly on Luke Shen. I missed it. Yeah, I'm going to grab this. And nice little pass over to Jack Skilly. Clutterbuck. Can Clutterbuck score here? No, he's going to wrap it around. Bouncing puck. Giroux does to get it back, though. Over to Voracek. And he's going to go off sides. All right, we're down here in the last minute of the third period. Still a 0-0 game. I mean, we made some big saves in this game, I would have to say so. All right, Islanders win the draw. Corey Conacher loses the puck. Here's Matt Reed. All right, here's Matt Reed. He's going to dish it down low. I probably should have grabbed that. Umberger back over to Braden Shen. Coburn. Going the forward. Ah, fucking shit. I could have had that. That was easy. That's the goal. That's the goal I'm gonna let up this game. That's the goal I'm gonna let up. I panicked there. I was panicking. They turned it over again. That's the goal I'm gonna let up this game. After all those big saves I made, that's the kind of goal I'm gonna let up. That's a terrible goal. Unable to make a save after the defensive player made a huge error in coverage in his own end. Yeah. It was a bad that's my own fault. That's my own fault for losing this game. I panicked and we lost the puck. All right, empty net. Got to go. Get the extra attacker out there. See if we can possibly get something here. Nope, he's just going to back up again. Giroux, easy shot into the net, and that'll do it. Man, I'm really disappointed. This game could have easily went to overtime. It could have easily went to overtime, but I screwed up. I screwed up big time. I anticipated a shot. I got myself leaning, and I kind of didn't really see the puck where it was. And, you know, that's just a bad goal to let up for the loss. Tavares puts it up. Oh, they're pulling me again. I might as well just go to the net or the bench. I'm really disappointed in this game as well. We made every save, too. Once again, 37 seconds left in the third period. Deja vu, man. Deja vu. Let up another goal with like a couple seconds left. And that'll do it as the Philadelphia Flyers get a 2-0 win over the New York Islanders. Once again, the offense is nowhere to be found. You know, if the offense maybe could have got me 2 goals, I wouldn't be complaining over that. But the Islanders, once again, they fail to get the goal support for DiPietro.
So that is
This one could be blamed on both ways there. This one could be blamed on both parties. This one could be blamed on the goaltending for letting up a pretty cruddy goal. But you can also blame the New York Islanders offense for not doing anything. We saved 21 of 20. We saved 20 of 21 shots this game, which was really, really good. But, you know, I mean, what was our save percentage this game? I think it was really good. Save percentage of .952. That has been our best save percentage game so far this season. Only let up one goal. Empty netter obviously not going to count. We let up one goal there with 37 seconds left in the game. But it's the problem is there with the New York Islanders offense that they couldn't get us a goal. This has been 3 or 4 straight games now that the New York Islanders have failed to get us more than one goal of goal support, honestly. I mean, last game they got us 2. Yeah, but they didn't score that tying goal till late. And this was another game of just showing you that the New York Islanders offense cannot get goal support. So let me know you guys who you think is to blame for this game here. I mean, yeah, I should have had that. I should have had that save. I'm not denying that fact. I definitely should have had that save. I panicked a good bit, pressed the control stick in the wrong way, and gave up the goal. Or do you blame the New York Islanders offense, who once again fails to pretty much get us more than like 2 goals in the past couple of games? So I don't know who you guys think should be deserving more of the blame in this episode, but let me know in the comments down below. How many games have we played so far? We're at 27 and 24 is 51. So we have played 51 games so far. So the trade deadline should be coming up fairly soon, maybe in a couple more weeks, I think. I think it is this month. Let's check out the calendar. Trade deadline is pretty much at the end of the month, beginning of next month. So the first game of next month is the trade deadline. So we'll have to see. The Islanders at this point in time do look like a team that could become sellers at the trade deadline for some teams that might want to pick up some depth players. We have a lot of really good depth players on this team that I think could be some pretty good tradable assets, but we'll have to see when the trade deadline comes, as we still continue to lose games here with Rick DiPietro. But then again, it is not entirely his fault. So, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe as always, and I'll see you guys next time for another episode